That's not my Meet the Polymaker. This is something completely different. Welcome in, everybody. I was delayed. It's an auto play through the video feedback, yada, 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 etc. Welcome in, everybody. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Let's get rid of that black box. It's gone. The door is still not painted. I haven't got any new fun doors to put up there. But there it is. There you go. I'll move out of the way. Which way? Gotta move this way. You think I would know that because the door is over here to me rather than mirror feedback is so weird. But you know, copy paste whatever the door, create your own. Maybe if you featured on the next stream, who knows? But anyway, welcome in, everybody. Such a great start. I'm a pro. Like I've been doing this for years. Down Under Maker, welcome in. What time is it there? It's probably 7 a.m. ish, 8 a.m. I guess depending where you're at. Does Australia have the same time zone throughout, or is it split somewhere? I've never really paid attention to that. I don't know. Kaggle 3545, welcome in. Giga Goddess 686. There's a lot of number of people. Strothgar 1978. Palms 3D. That makes sense. J.E. Palmer 88. Any relation? Any relation? Any cool story? You know, maybe you created Arnold Palmer. Anyway, I always forget if it's Jeannie or Jan. 52573. Farrell Zenial. Who else did I miss? Uncle David 3DP. Welcome. One Raz 3. There's so many numbers. You guys were late to the party getting a username on Twitch is what happened there. Hype Sparta. McPhil 3D. Palm 3. I said Mike Moans. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Kit Skyfire. Master, I don't want to say Master Squirrel aficionado, right? That's that's fitting. Aficionado, that's nice. Andy McDandy CDN. Hello all. Hello. Australia has 4 time zones. Seriously? Wow. I mean, I know Australia's big, but I guess I've never thought that through. Kevin K2 Kevin 50-11. I don't know how you plan on the fact of adding numbers. Creatrix Brit. Okina Gel 5. No Nothing Man. There's a lot of new names. Welcome in, everybody. The Squirrelinator. Actually, you put the Squirrel Antor. The Squirrel Antor. I think you meant Squirrelinator. Sounds much cooler. I'll go with mine. Creatrix Brit. I just now seen the emoji. The squirrel doing a little twerk in there. Is it squirking if it's a squirrel doing it? Who knows? Just tired. Fair. Dad's RC Workbench. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, so everybody, as people flow in, I'll try to say hello and see how everybody is. I'm really split 3, sometimes 4 zones. So 7 away. Okay, so yeah, so 12. That's crazy. I don't know why it's crazy because again, it's big, but just cool to, you learn something new. Australia has 4 time zones. Sometimes 2 of them must be on the same time zone, depending if it's Eastern or Standard or however they might do it over there. Bearded Printer. I know that guy. I was just on a stream with him recently, like last night recently, talking about floppy cookies and floppy disks, floppy beards, floppy waffles. And there's what can you not flop? You need to do a does it blend type infomercial and just do that should be your promo video for each new model. Does it floppy? Let's see. Run it through the test and then just make it ridiculous and over the top. Cakes Makes. If you're making a cake, message me. I'll give you my address and you can send it that way. I like cake. I like food. Anything that tastes good. One Arm Bandit 77. Wasn't there another 77 up there too? But it wasn't a One Arm Bandit. Welcome in. Let's see here. Tech Huskies. Welcome. Winston the Wolf. Welcome in. First time chatter. I am awesome. You are correct. You are awesome. Maybe you'll want some filament at the end of the stream here. Thanks again for the discount last night. You're welcome. You never know when those things are going to come. So it's a weird power to have because I was always on the opposite end of that power waiting for it, watching everybody stream, who's going to get it, when are they going to get it, and hope that I'm at the right place at the right time. So now, of course, I don't need the discount code anymore, but now having the power to control that, it's an odd feeling. Got to fill the fill the big shoes that Nick wears. Huskies, I'm doing well, thank you very much. Just a little stress with the upcoming event, which is what we'll talk about today. Not stress, but the event. Everybody's got stress in one way or another. DJ Midnight Wolf, welcome in. Dan, aka Iggy, what do you prefer, Dan or Iggy? Those are two completely different names. Or is Dan short for Iggy? Could be one of those weird ones, you never know. Pez Liz, I was on the same stream as that lovely lady also last night. And I will be supplying her with Uncrustables in T-minus 2 days. Or else I'm in some serious trouble. Airborne Kraken, welcome in. Stay creeping. I know that fella too. Some familiars, some new people. Love seeing all the new names too. And I love seeing the regulars, except Polymaker Pete. I just seen his name in there. Gonna have to go ahead and stop the stream because that guy's here. Everybody hound Pete for new filament. He's the one to make it happen. I can make free filament happen. Pete can make new filament happen. So there's, depends what you want at the time, I guess, on who's your friend. Mark Panda, welcome in. DJ Hack 3R. My lights are so bright it's hard to see. 3R, yes. Or I'm just getting old. Or both. Abysmal Melody 013. Sideline Review. Why is your name Sideline Review? I don't know any Sideline Reviews. I know a Sideline View Station. Get with the times, man. Get with the times. Clownhammer, welcome in. You guys are so fun. 10 Talent. I think I seen your name earlier. I don't think I said your name. Welcome in. Welcome in. Zris or Zrice or Zuris, maybe. I don't know. That one. You know who I'm talking to. Villanux. Oh, there's Jay Brinker 0275. You guys are keeping me busy. We're gonna have a half hour of me reading names. Hey Joel, I can make you a 3D printed cake. That doesn't sound very tasty. While I'm sure it would be amazing and beautiful, I don't know about the taste. And that's the big part. I like to eat it, but but you know what, babe? If you can model a cool cake for maybe a special occasion, we'll have to figure something out in the future here. 3D Medic Vince, welcome. Too many bits and VIPs to start of. Okay. Can't you rename a Twitch account? I think there's a way you can rename it like once every so often. Could be completely wrong also. And look who it is. It's Layer by Layer. If you were part of our Discord, you know I said it that way. And if you're not, discord.polymaker.com. It's a fun place. You see my crazy face. You see Polymaker Pete in there. Every now and then Polymaker Nick comes in. Polymaker Tiffany. We're gonna get her pulled into the rabbit hole that is the Discord hangout. Once every 60 days. Yeah, see? There you go. Now you have no excuse, Sideline Review. Time to do some research. Chat GBT. How do I do this? Layer X Layer. Exactly. Oh, okay. But what do we want to talk about today? I haven't had any major things prepared because I've been preparing. Well, which way? Which way am I going to turn? There's a reason I can't move away from the desk. I have something attached. But tiles. Those are all good to go. The wall is mobile. So thank you to Sideline Review, or Sideline View Station is what it should be. Can I change it if I registered View Station? Oh, I bet you probably have to delete the View Station account. I think it takes like 30 days if it's like the rest of the socials, and then it becomes available again. Or just email Twitch. I don't know how their support is. I've never had to really deal with them. Yeah, join that Discord and never be lonely again. That should be our motto. Discord.polymaker.com. Join and you'll never be lonely again. There's always somebody in the hangout. We're there wee hours of the night. Just rename the View Station one and then rename Sideline. Yeah, I think though I don't know if it keeps it registered temporarily, but something for another day or something for you to do right now. But the Paint Chroma mobile wall. If you guys saw it at Rapid, it'll be at Rocky Mountain. It has not had good testing. It had a mock-up and it had me punching the wall and smacking the wall, making sure it doesn't tip over. So safety wise, it is there. And again, thanks to Sideline Review or Sideline View Station for help designing the frame, getting the parts cut, machine, and everything sent to me. Got everything all together at a very wee hours of the morning in my driveway. Everything's there. Everything is on a pallet. It's shipped. I think it's actually delivered by now. I think it delivered maybe yesterday. I'll have to follow up with that. But the only thing remaining is just the interactive tiles, which are behind me, just to make sure everything's getting glued and it doesn't come apart. Just some slight modifications from some issues that we did have at Rapid. But if you're going to be at Rapid or Rocky Mountain, you're going to be able to play it now. I hope it's as big of a deal as I think it is. It was very well received at Rapid. I think it'll be very well received here, especially with community members. I haven't figured out quite the exact details. It does keep your score. You have so many seconds. You have it's 30 total seconds to get as many points as you can. 1 point per tile. Starts out 10 seconds. It has one tile lit up. You hit it, another one lights up, hit it, and so on and so forth. Gives about 3 seconds. If you don't hit it, it'll automatically turn off and switch to a new one. Typically that gives you plenty of time to find them, but after 10 seconds it goes to a harder difficulty. It goes 2 tiles at once. You have to clear both of them before new ones light up. And then third is it has 3 lit up tiles, and then you have to hit all 3 to clear up to the next. Nick, he's a cheater. He's my boss, but I'm gonna talk smack. He's cheating because he has long arms, just large body, and his mind moves faster than a cheetah. So he was able to beat the high score. I hate to say it, I think every single night at Rapid. He made it a point that he would play, even if I wasn't around, make sure to play and get his top score on there. So I came close. I think the first 2 days, it was close. He still won, but he smashed it out of the park on the last day. I didn't have time to get, we had to tear down, so I didn't have time to try to beat it. But to be honest, I don't know if I can. I don't know if my body can move that fast, along with the mind. But it'll be fun. Maybe we'll have him kind of set the top score. There's always, of course, ways to win filament. We'll have the scientist game is going to be there. That'll be one way. Of course, we'll do some different fun stuff. We have the maker chips that we are sponsoring again. Collection. Those rules will be announced by, I think, Kevin or Paisliz. Basically, if they haven't announced it on any socials, go to their table, find their table. The rules will be there. They will tell you what you need to do, and there's going to be so much filament to give away. Are you going to be the first to get it? But at the same time, be respectful. Don't be run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Let's make sure you can have fun with it, but let's not be sprinting across Rocky Mountain and pushing people out of the way. Proper etiquette is required, and it's a rule. I'm stating it now in case it's not mentioned at the booth. Proper etiquette, respect to others is a rule, or else you're disqualified, and we won't let you win. I have to get another 6'12" person. Exactly. Yep, Pete, I think I've seen it on there. I want to say it was maybe Nick and Sean, because they had their name entered in the entry. Nick and Sean, and it was actually lower score than what Nick gets on himself. Rumor has it. So, I mean, you'd be amazed at the end of this at how many spools we actually do give away through these things. It's a ton. Mania means calm and quietly. yeah, exactly, K2 Kevin. Calm and quietly. He goes, Lurpy arms can reach anything at the moment. This is true. But I'm determined. I'm pretty competitive, so I'll find a way to win. Maybe the computer is still here because I'm coding it to, when I enter my name in, it automatically doubles the points. I don't know how to code, so I couldn't do that. Common quad. Let's see, I have a 6'7" wingspan. Maybe I can give him. Are you gonna be there? Cackle Kegel? That's right. 6 of them. All taking a section. As soon as yours lights up, smack it. There's a total of 16 total interactive tiles. Can you use 3D printed arm extenders? Like the little grabbers, like the T-Rex t-shirt. You can just, I mean, you could. There's no real rule other than don't beat the crap out of the wall. Some of the people, like, so behind the wall at Rapid was our storage room, and kind of our personal room we can go into and sit down and chill out for a minute. You could hear, when sitting in there, you can hear normal play, and you could hear them hitting things, you could hear the music and everything of the speakers. But man, you could tell when somebody was really getting into it, because it was like they were just punching that wall. It was very loud, and I'm surprised nothing broke. No tiles broke. Some like come apart because they're just pressure fitted. That's why they're being glued now. They would separate a little bit, and we just snap it back in place. But nothing broke. I was very, very impressed. We had Murph. Murph is a maker. Oh, Chato, you have to stop by and say hello. The whole crew will be there. Like I said, it's a good chunk of our NA team. It's me, Tiffany, Pete, Nick, and Chase and Yuli, which are two new names you guys probably aren't used to. I've announced before. Chase is our marketing manager, and he's a taller guy, glasses, nice guy. Like I said, he'll be there. Yuli has been there in the past, not last year, but the year prior. Another just very chill guy, super awesome to hang with. So I look forward to it. I always look forward to hanging out with the team, but and also, you know, of course, seeing everybody at the event. So it's kind of a win-win, and a win-win-win because it's my job now, which is still, I say, insane. There was a show in the South, like Houston. You never know what might happen in Houston, and we do have a factory there, warehouse and factory. We've talked. We've had some ideas. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we'll see. We'll see. See what we can bring down to Texas. Beat Nick's best score and one free spool a month for a year. You know, you never know. Strathgar, you hung out in the Discord and everything for a little bit now. But I don't know yet if you quite know my level of procrastination. I would say it almost surpasses what Nick's used to be. Nick is a lot better now. He's getting better at strategizing his day and setting everything out and organizing things. But I always compared me and him. We were horrible procrastinators. But in the end, we always got things done. We always did what we said we would do, and we'd come through. Now, mind you, it added a little bit of extra stress come to the final days. I've gotten better, but I'm still not great. The events are definitely started start planning well before they used to be, but there's still things that I leave up to the last minute, such as the rules for the game. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, I can change them at any time, obviously, but the game's there. Everything that we need to is working. We got to set it up, and then Friday we'll probably just brainstorm as a team, make sure everything that we are doing is what sounds good, the best idea, because I like to be an idea guy, but I don't always have the best ideas or the best forward thinking of how to do things. If you offer admission to your factory, it could be another source of income. This is true. People would love that. Eventually, maybe we will be able to have tours. I'm not sure. That's nothing in the works right now. Again, maybe something in the future. Let me guess. You'll tell us later. The rules? Yeah, because I don't have them finalized yet. We did have them set up, well, actually, no, you couldn't win a spool at Rapid. You could win coins, which you could use at the store to buy things. From the level of Nick to great, I'd say you're close. Aw. Hey, too, Kevin. You know how to make a man feel good. I'll have to give you a big old hug when I see you on Thursday. But you're coming in Thursday too, right? With everybody else? Are you using polycoins at Rocky? I am not. No, because there's a lot of ideas that we have that we want to do. Between Rapid and Rocky Mountain, there was just no time. Between the coding of things, and what we want to do, maybe or for Murph, probably not. Murph, we're gonna have still the scientist there, probably the wall game there. Maybe something else. There's still gonna be fun things at Murph. Don't get me wrong. I love going to Murph. It's right in my backyard. But it's going to be kind of my break to be able to focus on a lot of things I want to add to things for the events. Mainly open source. Open source, ideally, if all goes well, we'll have some updates to it, and it'll be a really cool new way of doing things. So we'll see. Let's see here. Hope my recent order arrives before I leave for Rocky Mountain. Shadow, it depends when you ordered it. Hopefully you got tracking already. And then it's all up to the shipping gods at that point. I did get a new shipment today of some filament. Compliments of compliments of Polymaker, but Pete, you know, maybe I'll talk about that in a few weeks. Who knows? Or maybe you'll start hearing about it soon. Who knows? You never know. You just never know. Got a whole lot of stuff on the roster for filament. That's all I can say. There's a lot. Tesla's tomorrow. Yep. Seen that now. Have you figured out the other one, Pezliz? Because that's not us. We've determined that. Hopefully it's something really cool, but I couldn't help you there. I should be here tomorrow according to tracking, but you never know. This is true. You never know. Just booked the weekend in Goshen. There you go. Coming up. So okay, so let's go back to Rocky Mountain. A lot of things are going to be there. Let me pull it up. Actually, I won't share because you guys have probably already seen that. Oh, maybe. That was loud. Event details, not that. We want attraction. So attractions, everyone. We're gonna go over some, and then you guys tell me what you think will be the most exciting. Whether you're gonna be there or not be there, what you think will be the most exciting to see. Of course, we have Jeff that's gonna be there we're with 3D Gloop. For those that don't know, Jeff is like JEPHF or something. It stands for something. It's a robotic arm. It's a giant robotic arm that you play tug of war with. So then you can try to be the strongest team to beat Jeff, or at least I don't think anybody can actually beat him, but it can tell you how much strength or how much pressure pounds that you're pulling, whatever the word is. I don't know. I can't think of it. But there's also going to be a 3D printed McLaren. Last year we had a 3D printed Lamborghini. The same gentleman is doing a McLaren, or has done a McLaren. That'll be there, so that's going to be interesting to see. And we have the quiz show. Joel Telling, David Tobin presenting the quiz show, sponsored by I think all proceeds are going to Sanjay Mortimer Foundation, but it's sponsored by Prusa, by Polymaker, Formnext, and XRP. So a lot of cool things, and you're going to win a ton of filament if you win, and plus your team of I think up to 4, each member will win an MK4S or MK4S Plus. So if you got some wits about you, you do have to buy a ticket to get in. You still can. You can still sign up. If you go to Rocky Mountain Rep, select attractions, and then scroll down, you'll see sign up here to participate. So that's going to be a fun time. I have no idea, like even being a little bit part of it, I have no idea what kind of questions there are. There's nothing that's pre-done. The only people that know these questions are going to be Joel and David. So it'll be interesting. Filament swap for Polar Filaments, bringing back their filament exchange program. You can bring in any partial spool, full spool, whatever, something that has, I think there's a limit. They want you to at least be generous. If you have full spools, you get a 2 tickets to use. Partial spools, 1 ticket. 1.75 millimeter filament only. But they don't have any rule on that, but just be courteous. Don't bring something with 50 grams left on it to exchange. It's just not cool. And what else is there? There's something else I'm forgetting. K2 Kevin, you know what I'm forgetting? There's something else that's marked as an attraction at Rocky Mountain. Got the car, we got Jeff, we got the quiz show, Death Racers, Dragsters, something. I don't know. I'm waiting to see if K2 Kevin can help me out here. I know there's something I'm forgetting. Right there on the page, too. Waited this long for a response, K2, and that's what you give me? Maker Chips. Maker Chips will be there. The Lord of the Maker Chips, K2 Kevin himself, will be there, presenting the Maker Chip display matrix. The whole table of Maker Chip everything. Zombie, yeah, neither am I. I got the palette out, so that the plus side is the main material is going to be there. Now I just need to show up with a couple suitcases, a few things, and some wits about me. We'll see. Trying to be packed tonight though. Yeah, I'm not even packed yet. Not even close yet. I'm still working on some things. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool things. Is there anything? Okay, actually, let's ask this, because obviously, if you're going, you're gonna go see everything. That's a given if you're there. But for those that are not able to go for whatever reason, what are you excited to see? What is there a certain company's booth that you want to see? Is there a certain attraction that you would love to see? Reason I'm asking is because I do plan on going live. We're gonna walk the whole event, but get an idea. Is there something that you really want to see? And then if so, hopefully you can be part of that live. Be in the chat, and we can kind of watch that, see where you want to see, and we'll walk around and let you guys experience the event. This is what I've said earlier this year: is I want to bring the community with us to these events if you can't make it, because it's one thing to see the videos for content creators, and nothing against content creators, but it's a lot of interviews and like just one shot cameras, and in a booth or behind a table, this or that. I just want to give you kind of that FPV. I'm not going to wear the camera on my head, but we'll walk around, show you stuff. You want to see the bathrooms? James the printer? Yeah, you would. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever been to the bathroom there. With these events, when they happen, I get so just locked into them. For me to miss lunch isn't unheard of. People like layer by layer have to show up and basically force feed me, like, hey, here's food, eat. He won't be there to save me, so somebody else hopefully will be. Honestly, get a better idea of what it's all about. Check out Bamboo, Elegoo, Prusa, LDO, West 3D if they're there. Check out Fadus or new nozzles and tech. Yep. Yeah, so we'll definitely do so. I don't know if Bamboo, they don't really make it to many. I don't know. Were they on the map? But let's take a look here. Details we have. Microswiss, Voron, Greengate, Hyperdrive, Luke's Lab, Huforge, CookieCAD, West 3D, Lawsbot, LDO Motors, Avid PD, Cocoa Press, Rack Robotics, Polar Filament, Filament Stories, Print Kits, Edamame, Mandala Rose Works, Lightburn, KB3D, Craft Shift Design, Tripods Garage, Death Racers, Dragsters, Polymaker, How To Texan, Duet 3D, E3D, Diamondback, Non-Scriptum, Hypomotion, 3D SHQ, 3D Gloop, Cold Star Forge, Lone Star Makers, PTAD, Armchair, New Makers, Inland Filament, Dead V2, Spark Fun, Hack Club, DLL PDF, Recreator 3D. They're angled, so that's why. Fadus, Deposition Sound, Fusion Filaments, Overture, Armored Turtle, Protopasta, V1, 3D Fuel, Big Tree Tech. Where's Fabrico? Maker Lounge speaking area is brought to you by Fabrico. I don't recall saying their name. Didn't I have a table? Does anybody know? Did I miss it? I don't see them. Does anybody knows Fabrico not coming to Rocky Mountain? Don't miss my giant benchy made with 1,701 grams of Polyterra. So and almost 2 kilogram benchy. Nice. That'll be at your table. Okay, so now for anybody watching that is going to go, especially some people that I'm not used to. Of course, the regulars in Discord, I remember those because I see them almost every night. But like Chato 1979, please keep in mind there's a lot of names. I will likely forget, but just remind me when I'm there. You know my face. Always welcome to come up, say hello, shake my hand, introduce yourself, and I'll do my best to not act confused until my brain processes exactly who you are. I try my best to remember everybody, but there's a lot of faces, a lot of names. But either way, absolutely do not hesitate to come say hi. Come check out the booth. Obviously, there's gonna be fun stuff there. And last call for this. I've sent some stuff. I know some team members are going to bring some stuff, but for community prints table, I know there's some people, a handful of people that have already committed to me on Discord. If you are going, whether you have a maker table or you don't have a maker table, if you have a cool print out of polymaker filament that you think's awesome, whether it's a small one, medium, big one, and you want to display it, bring it by. You can slap it around on our table. Let us know, hey, this is mine. Don't give this away. We won't be giving any of that away unless we know for sure. Like somebody says, hey, I don't want it back. Do whatever you want with it. We might even take it to the following event. Did I bring? Oh, I don't think I. Yeah. So this guy, so stuff like this. It doesn't have to be like this, intricate. But this guy, we've seen the model. It's nothing new. Fully articulated fingers, everything else. We got the mouth. But that is in, let me get my face out of it. That is in Starlight Neptune and Starlight Jupiter. And then I think it was Aurora for the teeth, and then just some black accents. But this was and I'm not telling you this because I want you to give us your prints. Don't think that. Gentlemen, at 3D Printopia, the last year of 3D Printopia, so not last year when it was, or sorry, not last year when it was 3D Printopia, but the prior year that was the last year of Earth, a gentleman in our Discord, I can't remember his name, which I think was something zero, stopped by and said, hey, you guys want to display this on your table? So he let us display it on the table. And by the end of it, Nick said, you want to sell that? So we offered him some filament in exchange for this. And I've always absolutely loved this. I fell in love with this model the second that I seen it. It has been dormant at a Disturbed Medic's house, trying to get it shipped. Not trying to, it's always forgetting to get it shipped out. Finally, he had to send me some stuff. So this gentleman will be there on the table. But just, again, you can bring by something that's cool, drop it off, and we'll show it off. Excuse me. But we're going to come back here and not fall apart. So again, if you guys have something you want to share, if there's multiple things you're bringing to your own maker table and you want to maybe take something off of that and showcase at our booth, you're more than welcome. Now, once it does get full and I don't have room, then I might cut you off, say, hey, thanks for stopping. But I think we can always make room unless somebody brings some crazy stuff. So appreciate everybody's effort in that and to helping things. Community prints. There's only one prince of the community or prince of the 3D-ness, and that is Layer by Layer. He is our Nigerian prince. You want my truck if it makes it in one? Zombie, absolutely, yes. You talking about the 3D set truck? I mean, if you don't have the room to display it, I'd be more than happy. That thing is awesome. Just keep the remote or else Nick will probably drive around and into a wall. And we are not responsible for anything Nick does, although he is, the head honcho. But yeah, I mean, honestly, anything that you have extra, Zombie, even if you want to display the truck because it is awesome on your booth, anything else, yeah, obviously you're still community. You rang. There's the Nigerian prince himself. Welcome. First time I've ever heard that description of Joel. Oh gosh, do I want to even know? Who's out? Silverback. I just should have assumed it. I should have assumed it was something he said. Who's this new pretty girl host? Yeah, if this to you, Silverback, is a pretty girl, you need to raise your standards. Yeah, maybe after the event, it's a lot to bring. Oh yeah. Well, you got too many things going on. Let's say we could have just shipped it. You going live soon? Fix your mic now. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, real quick too. He doesn't like this because it's not about this. Layer by Layer and Moji 3D are both part of our community. Awesome members, great guys, and just honestly, they're fun to hang out with. Moji, I think I've ran into him. I don't know if I've ever got a chance to hang out too much. Layer by Layer, I have, and it's always been a great time. Even when he gets distracted as a supposed DJ MC of an event and he can't even keep his composure. But we won't talk about that. Anyway, carry on. Layer by Layer, Moji 3D, both on Twitch. Either one of those, follow Layer by Layer, follow Moji 3D. They're going to have their first episode of a podcast called Unspooled. 2 nozzles, 1 print. I don't know if that's going to be the permanent underlying with that, but either way, it's Unspooled podcast of where they're just going to do pretty much what I'm doing, but in a lot cooler way, and just them talking to each other and the chat rather than just me talking to a camera. It's going to be awesome. Like I said, I definitely give them, I think it goes, you guys go live in 13 or 14 minutes. Is that correct? I think 8 p.m. Eastern, or is it 8:30 Eastern? Yeah, zombie. It's thankfully, so I zombie, I got lucky because I had the pallet. So I just threw everything. I overstocked the pallet of what I needed to bring. I know there's extra tablecloths, there's things that did not need to be loaded, but I didn't have time to go through and organize, and I'd rather have too much than too little, which was my same plan for Rapid. And it worked great because I brought a ton of tools and soldering iron, all sorts of stuff, and it panned out pretty well because we needed half the stuff I brought. That's the one thing I did not load up was tools. I need to get a toolkit set up so it stays with it. But I'll bring mine. I'll throw all my stuff in a suitcase. Okay, so 8 o'clock. So there we go. So I don't plan on being live too much longer because I do have a ton of stuff to do. But we'll go live till 8. I'll keep this going, and then we'll raid into those crazy little fellas. So hopefully, layer by layer, you guys got your stuff straight, and you can go. I don't want to be entering in when there's like a 10-minute countdown. So maybe start a couple minutes early, or how I ran on. But yeah, so Rocky Mountain's coming up. Very excited for it. I hope everybody else is excited for it. Even if you can't make it, like I said, you're watching now, but watch for the notification on Twitch. I don't think I got YouTube figured out to do both on the Pocket, so it's probably just gonna be a Twitch stream. Oh no, shoot! I got 2 days, 2 days to figure it out. I would like to do YouTube, also do a dual stream like I'm doing currently, because YouTube creates a VOD, Twitch does not, because we're not Twitch partners. 8 o'clock. Yep, cool. Thank you, Larry. There. We'll make sure to come check you out. But I messed with that at Adepticon, and I wasn't able to get a dual stream. I was able to do a direct stream to Twitch, but I'll figure it out. Either way, Twitch or YouTube, somewhere we're going to be live at least one of the days, if not both days. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We'll be live a lot because I plan on bringing the 3D printing confessionals modified a little bit for the event with Tiffany. You guys have seen it. She's a great personality for a camera, and she still doesn't think she is, which is insane because Rapid was the first time of her doing a stream of any sort, and I think she handled it like a boss. Which is easier, but the VOD is better to have. Yeah, Warpaint and Unicorns. And there's ways to dual stream with the Pocket 3, but you have to be tethered. You have to be tethered to like a laptop. So the laptop then does it and translates it, and just Zombie, I do on Twitch. I think, do you have to be partnered to do VODs, or can we enable VODs on Twitch? If that's the case, I'll enable it on Twitch. let's do a live figure it out real quick, because yeah, that would be great. Wait, here, hold on. That's the ChatGPT. How to enable VODs on Twitch. I see past streams going. Better download. Through the probably through the dashboard. To enable VODs on Twitch and have your past broadcasts saved automatically, follow these steps. Click on your profile, select creator dashboard. Now read to stream settings, left-hand menu settings, then select stream, enable VOD storage. Oh, okay, is it that easy, really? The problem is a lot of these things I just don't go into to find out. Settings, stream, and VODs will be published by default. If toggled off, VODs will be unpublished by default. Yeah, so ours is already enabled, but I think it only saves so many back, right? You turn the video into a highlight. Yeah, so like since see, I always thought it was an issue since we were not partner, that it does give us VODs, but there's only so many. I could be wrong. Maybe something's changed. Yeah, so yeah, right now, like basically you can only see videos. The last 8. But yeah, I think it's 7 days. It saves the last 7 days. What's up, LiDAR? You're very popular in the bamboo printers. I want to say a big thank you. I got all Polymaker wins for various streamers in the past few days. You're awesome. There was a delay. That delay, there is no me making excuses. I got behind on them. So I had some help and got those all processed. So glad to see people are getting all fulfilled. I don't like to have anything in the back, in the background needing done. You can go into your video manager. Try. Okay, that's past broadcast. What are those green lights? Oh, those are nanoleafs, like the original nanoleafs. I think now they're more rounded triangles and they have octagons and not circles, but I think they have different shapes now. You even have one that are like wood tile. But Facebook deals. Don't look at these and think, oh wow, Joel spent $1,000+ on LED panel lights. Oh no, I would not pay retail for these things. They're cool, but they are Facebook specials. Yeah, it's easy. Download it and highlight it and download that too. Sounds like a lot of steps. I just want to be able to do a stream and then it's available for people to watch. Mainly, I know some of these people don't care to go back and watch, but the events one, it would be a fun one to go back and watch. Or if you can't come live, that you can. Which I guess either way, if you missed the stream, it's going to be up for 7 days on Twitch if I don't figure everything else out. So yeah, there we go. Easy enough. We figured something out. Ish. Let's see here. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. What else did I miss here? Hope everyone is good. Thank you, Freaky Newfie. I hope you are also doing well. If your Twitch VODs are only 30 days, you can export to YouTube. Okay. Mastery. Okay, all the stuff I read out. Sandstone for sandstone. Yes, all the marbles are very awesome, and they hide layer lines big time. I fractured my third toe. Well, I've had a boot on, not for a fractured toe, but yeah, I that's no fun. No fun at all. I'm waiting now. It's now into the new season of injuries for my children. Knock on wood, they have not had any yet, but about 30 minutes before coming on stream, I finished setting up the base of their new trampoline. So they were very excited for that. Let's hope that we've had trampolines in the past many of times. They go through them like candy, unfortunately. Some are blown over in huge windstorms, etc. But they got a really nice thing, big 16-foot one. It's all set up. It's just and you get the nets up. The 10-year-old and the 12-year-old are fine. It's going to be more the 4-year-old that might either get popcorned off or jump too close to the edge. They know the rules, so they're usually pretty good. But now you can came with an extra kit. Has LED lights that are rechargeable battery pack comes with it that you put around the top of the net, basketball hoop, sprinkler that you set up on one of the posts and it just spins, has a sprinkler. So yeah, they're once it's all finished, they're gonna be in heaven. Filament order last night during Zombie's birthday arrives tomorrow. Yeah, look at that. It's great when it gets delivered as it's supposed to. Cost me $200 for this boot, but I except for the fact you kind of need the boot right away. So, excuse me. Remurf in a few days. See you there, Joel. Gonna wear your TPU shoes. Stay ready. I was thinking about that, so I'll probably bring them. I think this is going to be the first event where there's going to be a lot of TPU shoes. With Bamboo having the one creator they focused on, Cloudberry, I think it was. I think that's right. Had like 2 or 3 different design shoes. Plus they were pushing their TPU and the H2D. They released the model kind of simultaneously. So there's really cool shoes. And then they do look nice. I do actually like them. I like the design, I think, better than the ones I have. I did print one of them. I want to reprint new ones because I need to adjust the settings some. So I'll probably bring my OGs because I mean, I'm the OG, bright colored 3D print shoe guy, right? I think. I don't recall really. I think I've maybe seen one other person wear TPU shoes, except Rapid, Greg from Overture. He had some nice ones on, and they looked like natural because they were like a light brown. They looked like a legit shoe. Mine look a little gaudy, let's just be honest. But that was the best shoe looking print that I could find at the time. I them 80 hours on the K2 Plus with my TPU. You have a TPU mod. I have a K2 Plus also. I have not put TPU through it. I might be interested in that mod. Because yeah, because like I said, I would like to print some new shoes. But I bet you, I bet you, we're gonna see quite a few TPU shoe wearers at this event. My TPU ones will probably stand out a little bit more because I think a lot of people are using kind of, I don't want to say dull colors, but less in your face colors. But I wear them. I've worn them all the way up to this point. We'll see. They're still holding up. I did not have them at or no, did I? Pete, if you're still here, did I wear those at Rapid? I can't remember if I wore them. I don't think I wore them at Rapid. I don't know. Go to my channel. Stay ready to 3D. Well, I'm gonna have to put that in there now. Stay ready to 3D print. There we go. Go in here. Oh, finally beat TVU. Oh, look at that. 5 days ago. Well, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in and supporting. You got some good subscribers. Look at you. I will pause that because we need to be getting a drawing done here in just a moment. A drawing. Would you like to see my drawing? It's an easy mod, adjustable extruder spring. Sweet. Okay. Printed slowly with a top spool mod on my K2 Plus with the 95A TPU. See, I did my shoes in 90, just because I was a little more flex. But I mean, really, in the end, 95 if you just do less walls. Or I wanted mine to try to hold up, and they did. I mean, I've worn those to 7 events now. They've had their use. They're starting to split where the foot goes in, and that'll probably be the big determiner because I think it's to the point now it might be a little bit loose. But I'll see how it goes. I'll probably not wear them during setup because there's a lot of like squatting and bending down, putting everything together, and it'll flex those more, and I don't want them to split fully. So I'll probably give them a shot Saturday, and we'll see how they go. I like wearing them when I travel though, because then people are just like, "What are those?" Some actually ask, "Are they 3D printed?" They recognize it. Some are like, "What kind of shoes are those?" No, they're just 3D printed shoes. What do you mean 3D printed? And then I have to go into the whole explanation. Manufacturing a filament that is 90A, but once printed it. I've seen somebody else doing that too. And maybe I came across your video, didn't realize it was your video. Yeah, that it prints a little bit easier, but then it softens up. I 100% know I've seen something on that. Just gloop them straight to your feet. Gloop has yet to release a TPU gloop. They have worked on it. I think it's a pretty difficult formula, but I think it's still in their roadmap. I can't speak for them, but at last I talked to them, it was still something they wanted to get done. Yeah, but yeah, this stream. I just more wanted to talk about Rocky Mountain kind of expectations again, as we're gonna be there, interactive as we always are. Always looking for new fun stuff, and again, you guys have always been a big part of that in the creation of it. I cannot thank the community enough. You guys have been awesome, whether it be help with a simple task or building something, designing something, coming up with the ideas. It all just doesn't come from Nick or just from me. It's a branch of so many individuals. It's hard to keep track of. Technoside 2, he helped in creation of the Polycoin. That was hugely popular. Which, by the way, I went through all the shipping containers I got back from Rapid. I don't know who took the inventory stock of the Polycoins, but I don't have them. I'm gonna have to hunt somebody down because I want to take some of those back. I got some still, but still, they should have came back with me. But I will be in Houston after Rocky Mountain, so I will locate them and I will steal them back, along with many other things. Yeah, suggested looping his feed, and he's worried about TPU stick. Fair. Elder Nerd 3, hello, welcome in. We're not saying who gave most of them away. What, the polycoins? Some people kept them. Not everybody spent all of theirs, which was kind of the idea. Is, you know, you keep them as a memento, but you can also spend them to buy 3D printed stuff at our little Etsy store. It was a really cool setup. And hats off to the team, you know, our team on that, of just everybody, multiple pieces, many gears, and many team members that, you know, globally work together. So Tong Ye is in China, Oriana, she's in Spain. We're, of course, a lot of us are in the US, and everybody was able to work together and make that whole thing happen, and it went well. I was very happy with it. I think majority of people were too. What's the next event for you after Rocky Mountain? That is going to be Midwest Rep Rap Festival in Goshen, Indiana, followed by Open Sauce in July. August, haven't figured out yet, but I'm sure I'll find something there. And then September, end of September, is going to be 3D Printopia. November will be Form Next. I believe Smurf has been moved to March of next year, so Smurf is ideal for next year. But gonna get more involved with some of the global stuff. Get some more presence out there, not just in the U.S. events, but, you know, maybe, you know, find a good one in Canada to be present at, just throughout, because we need more representation out there. So if you're, and also something we're looking for, I'm gonna put this out there before I do this giveaway. I'm gonna give layer by layer emoji a little bit to get prepared. Anybody out there that's often online, whether it be you're in a Discord or you're in a Twitter community, I think is what they call them, or X community, sorry, Facebook group, etc. If there's somewhere that you're very active, that is 3D printed focused, and you are in, say, Japan or China, looking for some international communities of kind of liaisons, ideally obviously speak English so I can communicate with you well, to get us represented in some other countries where we're not heavily, I mean, we're there, we're not heavily, you know, involved. I'd like to have some international community kind of ambassadors. Now that doesn't mean every single country. If it's English speaking, we've got that pretty much covered easily. French, France we got, Germany we got, but kind of Japan, China, wherever else there might be some activity. You guys are all over the place. So if you're interested, reach out to me and let me know where you're located. Doesn't mean we're going to have something at every place, like I said, but reach out to me if you're interested. I'm at discord.polymaker.com. You'll see Polymaker Joel. You can message me. Sometimes message me twice. If it's in pending, I don't always check pending. I'm horrible at going into pending because I have to approve the message to get to me. But he's back. What did he miss? Sideline, you did win actually a lifetime supply of filament, but it was required that you were here at the time of announcement. I'm sorry. Can we get a setup to promote Polymaker brand like an ambassador? Stay ready 83. Yes. This is something I have in my list of many things to do that I have not gotten around to, which actually I have, some helper their sideline might be help me put together a palette, not a palette, a package. And we're going to design up and see that way we can send, because I can't make it to every event as much as I love to, because I love going to the events. I have a family. I have a wife who will kill me if I leave 90% of the year, although she probably considers a vacation when I walk out that door. To be able to send two community members to represent us at, you know, certain events, maker fairs, etc. And this would be something we can just kind of easily pack up. You can ship out. We get you a shipping label. There's no things that you have to pay for, wait for reimbursement. But yeah, that's 100% something that we're going to work on. Maybe next Tuesday's street, we're going to talk about it. But I gotta get Rocky Mountain out of the way first, so I won't set anything in stone yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ready for the drawing here. I gotta remember where I put it. There we go. Change everything up to just modify the Meet the Polymaker. It's easier that way. And then I want to see here. Make sure to enter in right now. Oh, it's not on the. Where's the ticker? Oh, it's on the previous one. Anyway, it's not there. But type in "I am awesome" to enter in for your chance to win a spool of filament. This is worldwide, people. If you are watching this and hearing me, I say it every time, enter, because you could win. I've shipped them everywhere. I've shipped them to countries I don't know existed. Even though I should, because I've been through high school. I actually graduated Mom would be so proud. Like to partner with Poly for sure, do some videos on some of your cool filaments. We have a lot of cool filaments, and we have a lot of cool filaments coming out. Always teasing it. So what we're gonna do, we are going to whoa. Let's not spoil it. I'm gonna get ready to draw, so make sure to put in there. Can we get up to 100 entries? We have 122 viewers, 92. Most of you are entered in. I am a fan of delicious flavor. Welcome in. Hopefully you have made it safe to your location. That's all, I won't dox you there, but hope everything's good. Nice seeing you in here, just in time to enter in. But we are going to set up a raid, because after this drawing, we're going to raid out to our good friend Layer by Layer and Moji 3D, doing a really awesome, I can only assume it's just the first episode, but I assume it's going to be an awesome podcast. It has a follower or subscriber only chat, so that way people can't go in there and spam. That's understandable. But okay, we're at 92. I think we're going to call it there. Everybody, I appreciate you coming in. We'll talk more some new stuff on Tuesday. Then maybe talk about kind of the event ideas going forward. But this stream won't always be event related. It's just kind of what was been on the roster right now. We'll talk about some cool things, maybe some stuff I'll accidentally leak in between things, but I can't mess with the flow too much. But we are here every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday. Some things get in the way sometimes, but we're going to do the drawing real quick before the raid automatically happens. And we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday for Meet the Polymaker. And then 2 hours prior to that at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Congratulations, Tech Huskies. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm going to blow through this real quick. So message me, you won. Congratulations. We're going to rate out the Layer by Layer. But we have Sean that does his feedback hour. I think he'll be doing it still Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So 2 hours before Meet the Polymaker. And Tiffany, I think, goes live tomorrow. I can never remember the time. Just watch the streams. They're awesome. They're fun. You guys are all awesome. Can't wait to see you guys in just a few more days that make it there. And those that can't, I'm sorry you can't. We'll bring you along. So hang on tight. See you guys.